hard, among them all seeking a spot on the podium. NBC Sports welcomes you to the 2019 Doha World Championships presented by the Olympic Channel, home of Team USA. A look at Khalifa International Stadium as we prepare for this day of competition. It'll be a long day, especially for the multi-event athletes, the decathletes getting ready on the track, but also the heptathletes. After 4 of 7 events, KJT, Katarina Johnson-Thompson, leads the reigning world and Olympic champion, Nafi Thiam, with a trio of Americans just behind. Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Swangard. Pleased to be joined once again by two-time world champion in the decathlon, Trey Hardy. And we talk about this heptathlon competition. A little bit of a surprise, I think. KJT at the top of the standings.
This is a new KJT. You know, she moved to France. She started training with Kevin Mayer and his group, the reigning world record holder in the decathlon. I was unbelievably impressed by this new version of her. She's 100 points up on her personal best pace. And I don't think she anticipated being atop the leaderboard this early.
Well, she was atop the leaderboard very early in this competition on day one with 4 very strong performances across the first day. The first event in the multi-day competition is the 100-meter hurdle. She's in lane 6.
Out really smoothly, and then over the last 4 hurdles, turns on the afterburners, and as she crosses the line here, sees the time on the clock, and that was the kind of day that Katarina Johnson-Thompson was going to have.
And the momentum continued into one of her stronger disciplines, the high jump.
I don't think she can believe it. Just a very nonchalant, reluctant world championship best in the high jump right there.
Moving on to the shot put, her throws not the strength of her repertoire in the heptathlon, but was very pleased with this effort.
This is where the world was waiting to see if she would fall apart, and you can see her reaction there. She attributes that to the new training group. The third attempt, bomb, a massive lifetime improvement.
And back on the track to close the day in the 200.
A supreme talent on the flat, one of the fastest women of the field, obviously the class of this race right here. Crosses the line to cap off an unbelievably solid day, 100 points up on her personal best pace.
Well, you talk about KJT and her fortunes to get on the podium. It's a place that she's always wished she could reach, but if you go back even the last few years, the World Championships in 2017 and in 2016 in Rio, and then here in 2015 at the World Championships in Beijing, disaster strikes as she fouls on all 3 attempts in the first discipline on day 2, the long jump, and you only get 3. So she didn't score in that event, and that changed her fortunes very quickly.
And this is a mental thing. This isn't a physical thing. She's a supreme talent, the long jump, one of the best long jumpers in heptathlon history. But this is something that you mentally prep for months in advance, years in advance. This isn't something that you wake up the morning of and you say, all right, here we go. Let's go after it and let's get this long jump. This is something that has always kind of been the ghost in her closet, the things that keep her up at night. And I cannot wait for today to see which version of her we're going to get. Is it going to be the world champion, the one that goes out and takes it? Or is it going to be something regressive like we've seen in the past from Katarina?
And for the reigning world champion, Nafi Thiam, I guess it gives her somebody to chase down, and she's going to have a strong second day, and she didn't have a bad first day.
We're talking a lot about KJT, but Nafi Thiam is still on 7,000 point pace. This is still hers to go out and take and defend. She had a kind of a workmanlike performance. I don't think after any event was she smiling or happy or, excited. This was her going out, checking boxes and taking care of business. She was the class of the field. She threw the farthest in the shot put out of any of the women. And again, walks out of the ring kind of ho-hum, ho-hum. But I guarantee she woke up this morning taking a second or third look at the points tables, knowing how much work she's got left to do to take the title.
And as you said all along in this competition, the first day you can be a good athlete and score well. The second day is going to decide who is the best all-around athlete.
That's what we always